face at the moment. I'm going to be doing a bit of a foundation tryout thing. Hopefully I'll do them fairly regularly. Having huge problems finding the right kind of foundation that doesn't sink into my pores. I have quite large pores through here. They have an oily T-zone, and quite often what I find is that foundation just sinks into it and it looks really crap, even if I'm using a primer. So I've been on the lookout for a new foundation. So this week, month, whatever, the one we're trying out is the Covergirl Tru Blend. This one is in L1 Ivory, which is the lightest shade. I do actually have the shade darker as well, but yeah. I've actually used this a couple of times now. I'm actually kind of liking it. So I thought I'd do a try on and then come back later on and see what it looks like. So I'm just going to do half my face first. I have a scar under here that I got from waxing. One of the things that happens in class. Oh yeah, elephant in the room, I had all my hair cut off. Another video. So, and I have a couple of little blemishes, nothing too severe. Pretty lucky I got pretty good seam. So I'm going to apply it with my knockoff beauty blender. It's actually pretty good. It's Colour brand. I'll just give it a shake. So I'm just going to use one pump for... Oh, the other thing about this is actually really cool. It locks. So you have to turn the thing to unlock it, which I quite like. So we're just going to use one pump, do half the face, see how that works. So I'm going to put it on this side. And then I'm using my viewfinder to see what it looks like. It's not how I'd normally do it, but whatever. I wouldn't call this a full coverage, which is fine because I don't really like full coverage. I prefer sort of light to medium. Not a huge fan of foundation, quite frankly. Maybe because I haven't found the right one. So there we go. It really doesn't look too much different, does it? It's just kind of evened out the skin tone. It's not exactly hiding this thing here. Not hiding dark circles. Not that I really mind too much. So I will just apply it to the other half. Another pump. And that's what I've been finding, is that 2 pumps gives me the kind of coverage that I'm happy with, without it looking cakey. That's one of the other things I find, is that foundation generally tends to look cakey on my face, which I really don't like. And as you can see, it's not full coverage. It is not covering up. It kind of slightly disguises it, but it certainly doesn't cover it up. I mean, I suppose I could put another coat on and that... Sorry, I just need to check in a normal mirror. And that would, you know, probably work, but I really don't... I don't want it too heavy because I've noticed that that's when it looks at its worst. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in on my concern areas. Oh, wrong way. So you can see right in here, you can see those kind of the pores showing a bit, and on my nose a bit. Now bad foundation is just going to break up and sink straight into those on me at some point. And also on the chin. Now not everybody looks at their foundation that closely. Welcome back. But I do. So I will put on the rest of my makeup and go about my day, and then I will come back later on and we'll see where we're at. So I'll catch you later. Hey guys, I'm back to do a bit of an update on the makeup thing. I didn't put it in the other section before, but I did my makeup. I actually have it written down. It was about 10:30 when I put the foundation on. It is now 2:30, so it's been like 4 hours. So I'll just zoom. It helps if you go the right way. Zoom in a bit. So you can see it hasn't actually sunk into those pores too badly at all, which is nice. Or on the nose, even though I've wiped my nose a few times, it hasn't really settling a bit here, but it also hasn't got oily looking. Where my skin is a little bit dry here over the scar, it does look a little bit dry and crusty. I didn't. Wrong way. I'll work out my camera one day. I didn't set this at all, so I've got like no powder on it, no fixing spray, nothing. This is just how it is. I should probably check the forehead. It doesn't look too bad. It often sinks into there. Can't really tell in the viewfinder. It hasn't sunk in like some other makeups do, so at this point I'm actually pretty happy with the way that it actually looks. It's sort of staying put and not really moving around, and it doesn't feel heavy. Like, I don't feel like I'm wearing foundation. It just feels like normal. My skin doesn't feel dry, even though it's dry down here. It doesn't feel dry. It feels kind of normally moisturised. So yeah, I will probably come back again in another couple of hours just to see how it's going. Give my final thoughts. I'll see you then. Here we are back again, several hours after the last bit. As you can see, there's a tiny bit of settling into some of the pores around my nose, but other than that it's stayed really well. It's a bit oily across my forehead, pretty much not anywhere else, just across there. Bit of wearing about the nose, but that's more from blowing my nose. But all in all, it held up really well for about 8 hours of wear. Wore off a bit over the scar, but I played with it a lot, so that would be why. But all in all, I'm really happy with the way that it wears. It pretty much stays looking the same all day long. I have been wearing it to school quite a bit since I made this video, and I'm really enjoying it. So that's that. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. See ya.